It's your man Bustamove, general YouTuber. Now listen, this right here is the recap of, excuse me, the recap of, get that H2O. There we go, all right. This right here is the recap of the SpongeBob story. And I did my homework on the whole situation at hand. And it was a real touchy situation. It was way more deeper than I thought. It was a deep situation. The victim, and then the alleged, it's not alleged. The gentleman turned himself in. He said he did what he did. SpongeBob was the victim because he still lost his life in this whole situation. And the gentleman, they knew each other, like grew up together, like, been around each other. I don't know if they was real good friends, but they was acquaintances. Go out to the club and club together, place bets together. One might drag on the other one or fellowship on the other one about who bet ain't do good. Always had basketball discussions. But as all that being said, dudes can be around each other and not really be in tune with each other. That's the key to this whole story to me. You could be around me, we could be associates. Your man could be my man could be your man. We might not be men, so we might not always be in tune with each other. And then sometimes when you're not in tune with each other, it leads to physical altercations. And sometimes, some men can't handle another man's brute strength or another man's willpower to not stop. And that's when it leads to gun violence sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And, this is a very tragic situation coming out when initially hit the net. Excuse me. And I spoke about it. I was more speaking of like, damn, you know each other, don't backdoor. I usually try to speak to the youth. And I was like, man, listen, don't get backdoored by your man. That's crazy to be backdoored by a dude. You know what I'm saying? Until I seen the mug shot and I seen that dude go to the Ring camera. It went viral. And his eye was out here. Like he got, like SpongeBob, like whooped him, like brutally beat him. You know what I'm saying? I won't comment on what happened after the beating because I don't know what happened after the beating. But what I do know from what I seen on the gentleman's face, it was evident that he got his face pummeled. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so disgusting and heartbreaking because, and I tell the youngest this all the time. In a split second, things could just change. You could look back up, man, and your whole life could be gone. It could be changed in a split second. That's why, man, I try to, much as I indulge with a lot of these DMV influencers and bloggers and everything, I try to give y'all some of these type of videos because, you'll never really hear me downplaying the next man. I'm more of a defensive player than an offensive player when it comes to this YouTube social media game. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got a whole lot to say bad about nobody until my name is put in a bad situation or a bad light because a lot of you dudes don't even know what y'all be talking about. Y'all just running whatever y'all hear. Like, that's what's wrong with our town right now. It's just a bunch of nonsense. It's just a bunch of he say, she say garbage out here in these streets and everybody running with it. And then we letting the audience dictate the influencers' actions. Bustamove gonna do better with that. But I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna say what I say. So just know, Bustamove said it. That's how I felt. Just know that's just how I felt. So but let's get back on task at hand. As I did my homework, and as I did my due diligence on SpongeBob's name, I got a lot of good mixed reviews on him, y'all. A lot of people said that was their man. One of my good friends said he was the best player he ever seen out the DMV area. That was his favorite. Excuse me, that was his favorite player. I heard some people say he was real cruddy. Heard some people say, man, Slim, he moved the beat to his own drum, and however he felt, he carried, and what you was gonna do about it. So, I got a lot of good mixed reviews about him, but that's just here what we get here in our town anyway. We get a lot of crabs in the burrows, you know what I'm saying? Tomato, You know, we get a lot of that here in the DMV area anyway. You know, but I got a lot of big mixed reviews about them. But here nor there, you never want somebody to lose their life when that man was somebody's father, somebody's son, someone's grandson, someone's sibling. You never want to see the person lose their life. I'm not. Bustamove is not real big on, oh, they got what they deserve. I don't think like that. I never think like that. I never think like that. 9 times out of 10, they didn't get what they deserved. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't time for. You know what I'm saying? But who am I to judge Allah? Allah's will is the best will. Allah knows best. So alhamdulillah. So, you know, if Allah see fit to bring a brother home or a sister home, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just wanted to say, this is the final recap on this because I SpongeBob. Like people ask me, man, what was the whole case situation that happened with SpongeBob getting killed? And I want to let it be known, from my understanding, man, you know, it was they were leaving a club, or they had went to a club. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this. They got into it, they got to arguing. As often they always did, like they used to like to challenge each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, because they both was men. And from there, it just went left field. So, you know, I don't think it was just like a premeditated situation. It was just a bad situation, man, that turned tragic. But like I say, anyone that got horrible feelings towards SpongeBob, man, please keep your family in your prayers, and please keep it to yourself. Anyone that loves SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying, just keep them in your prayers, and you go put it out there, keep that to yourself as well. But here nor there, just know my call to the youth is, any given time, y'all, things can change in an instant. Don't let your life change just like that in an instant because you didn't think past go or you overreacted to something. You know, I often got to tell myself, don't overreact, man, because overreacting can lead to a long sit down. And then I'll tell you right here, as a product of my environment, as a person who comes from the penal system, man, that did time in the prison system, it's so easy to get in there, youngins, and it's so hard to get out. It's your man, Bustamove, General YouTuber. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and all notifications. I am out.